if you have a losing record in the playoffs, and I'm saying Peyton, I know it's his team, but it's like Greg Maddux has a losing playoff record, and he had 350 wins. Can you be the best quarterback of all time if you don't have that playoff resume that says a couple of Super Bowls and a winning record in the playoffs?
Well, how do you judge the greatest of all time? I mean, it goes by generations, doesn't it?
Yep.
It really comes down to who's your favorite. You can pick Montana for a certain generation. You can go back to Unitas. You go back to Otto Graham, Brett Favre, maybe
Elway.
Steve Young, Elway. I mean, there's dozens of greatest of all time, and Manning's one of them. And if he goes on to win a Super Bowl, then maybe this is his generation where he'll be considered the greatest of all time.
But do you think that's a fair assessment looking at quarterbacks' Super Bowl wins?
Well, having not ever played in a Super Bowl, of course it's not fair.
But do you look, if Brady gets to 4, it's like, Kobe, if he gets to 6, then we can have the argument with Michael Jordan, which I don't agree with, but it feels that way with quarterbacks. Montana will always be viewed better than Brady because he's got 4 and Tom's got 3.
Yeah, and Bart Starr's got 5 and Otto Graham's got 10. So, you're right, though. I mean, Montana has set the bar pretty high in the last 20 years, and of course, Starr before that with the Packers. But look at the teams that surrounded those two, and look at the teams that have surrounded Brady. I think if Brady were to win this year, then that's a heck of an accomplishment considering all he's had to overcome with new receivers and a lot of distractions there.
Well, I think this is Belichick's best year. They won 12 games, Dan.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you at all. I did their last game, Ian Eagle and I did the Buffalo game in a driving rainstorm in Foxborough to end the season. And, we didn't even talk about Tom Brady because the running attack was so good. So that just shows you that, Belichick goes out and he makes the trade for LeGarrette Blount. And you know what? He may be the best running back in the playoffs right now. You talk about the beast mode. He's taken the beast mode to another level.
I said he'll be the star this weekend. I think with the weather will be an issue, and I think I think it's going to be a running attack for the Patriots that wins the game.
Yeah, I agree with you again. I think, having watched LeGarrette Blount return 2 kickoffs against the Bills, one for 83, another one for 62, they list him at 250. He's 260. He's got to be. And can you imagine going down on a trying to cover a kickoff and he's coming at you? My goodness.